What's poppin', fam? Welcome to Don't Touch My Mindset, a podcast that is designed to uplift, inspire, and motivate you, and most importantly, share tools to help you protect that mindset. It's another beautiful Sunday. Happy, beautiful day. We have a very special guest from all the way on the other side of the world, down in Australia. Good friend of mine. Guess where we met? This awesome place named Clubhouse. Great app. You should check it out. The people there are pretty effing amazing. Yo, I am your host, Jay Chase, and I am just feeling inspired, feeling thrilled. I'm focused. I feel like I'm getting to know myself as I do more of these pivotal moments. This has just been an amazing journey. The people I'm meeting, the things that I'm learning, the stories that I'm hearing are truly incredible. If you missed any of the other ones, please go back, listen to them, rate, review. Please subscribe to the podcast. We got Wednesday, Happy Mindset Day, and then we got Pivotal Moments on Sundays. So we're just rocking and rolling. If you want to be on the show, if you want to share your pivotal moment, please reach out to me at DJ Chase on Instagram or at Don't Touch My Mindset on Instagram. Check out the website, check out some hoodies. We got some great projects coming up. I got some live Zooms inside of the Don't Touch My Mindset community, which is absolutely amazing. The way that we're rolling up our sleeves and getting to work. Yes. Oh man, check the show notes. Please connect with us. Enjoy this episode of Pivotal Moments. Yo, I am super excited, super inspired to introduce another wonderful guest all the way from freaking Australia, dude. This is Darren. Darren, I do not know how to say your last name, so you're going to have to tell me, but I'm super excited to have you on the show. Welcome to Don't Touch My Mindset. Darren, how are you? Tell us about you.
Hey Jay, it's good to finally meet you on video. My name's Darren Ngo, just like Darren Ngo.
I love that. Yes.
I'm 29 years old. Just a normal bloke from Sydney. I have a background in construction, but very recently I just on a journey for manhood. It's very new to me, and and I'm also working on things to help men. How I'm gonna do that, I'm still figuring that out. So at this stage, I'm just sharing what I've learned for the past year or two on manhood, and I just to share my knowledge to anyone who wants to listen and wants to grow themselves as well. So that's pretty much me in the gist of it. So yeah.
Man, you already have sparked so much in me, and I'm like, oh, I got questions on questions. I'm excited to have you here, brother. Of course, you are here to share that pivotal moment in your life where you're like, okay, time to take control, for a little mindset shift. There's one thing that I have really enjoyed about doing these pivotal moments and hearing people's story and edifying them really is that I'm learning so much. And so I'm super excited to learn about you. And you're not a normal bloke. I believe that everyone is unique and special in their own way. We are all blessed. So I'm excited to have you here. I'm excited to learn something. So how long have you been doing construction? Let's get the small talk out of the way, of course, right?
Yeah, sure. I've been doing construction for almost 9 years. What I basically do is I calculate everything that's required to build a project, and I'll calculate how much it's going to cost. So say, for example, you have a mansion design, your dream mansion, and you'll come to me and say, Darren, how much this mansion is going to cost me to build? So I'll do all these calculations. I'll measure how much concrete you need, or the steel, or the wood, etc., all the materials that you need to build your mansion. I will calculate how much you need or how much it's going to cost you, and so that when you go out to the builders, when you go out to ask the builders, hey, how much it's going to cost me to build my mansion, and they'll give you a quote. They say it's going to cost you like $1 million, for example, and you have my price, because mine's sort of like an estimate, right? So it gives you an idea how much your mansion should cost, ballpark in 20 range. So you just make sure you don't get ripped off. I'm there just to protect you in terms of costs and risk management. So that's pretty much.
I love that. I love that. I got some questions about that, but more of that's super interesting. And I love that you've been doing that for 9 years, dude. I've been selling cars for almost 9 years now. It's just super interesting. Yeah, because I'm 28 and I'll be 29 in June. So look at that, mirrors of each other across the world. I love it. But yeah, we're just out here trying to serve at a higher purpose, because the reason that I sell cars is not even because I like cars. I like people. I like their stories. I'm interested in helping people. I tell people all the time, I'm not just a salesperson. I'm not here to just sell you something. I'm here to help you make an informed car buying decision. And whether that's in my favor or not, I'm here to do the best that I can. So I hats off to what you do, Darren. That's very honorable. You help people save money and make smart decisions. So that's definitely needed in the crazy world that we have today. 100%. So let's dive a little bit. Let's think back to that pivotal moment. Let's see. When was it? What was it? What was going on in your life? Give me some context. I'm ready.
So I've been on this journey of truth seeking. Ever since I got into a car accident, and just from then on, I felt like I was woken up only recently. So I'm 29. I felt like I only started living like 2-3 years ago.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Because I was a boy who was always seeking comfort. Didn't have any drive, didn't have pretty much anything. He would always stay at home and play video games, because he was suffering some 10 years of back injury as well. So that's why he was always seeking comfort, because he's always in pain. But now only recently I'm on a journey of just wanting to improve myself as a man. And I thought about when is this pivotal moment of mine that I wish to discuss, and I would say is when this is gonna make you laugh, is when I met a certain girl.
Of course.
It's always a girl. I think you would agree.
It's always a girl. It's always
a girl, right?
Because that's real. That's real. There's not one man that's listening to this that didn't have a pivotal moment with a woman. I promise you.
100%. I feel like it's a very common story, right? So. Her name was Christine, and we met like I think we met to mid 2018, and we'll be talking on Instagram after we met, and then 6 months later we decided to date, and we dated, and we just really got along, and then it progressed to a relationship and to love. And you know what, Jay, it was this woman to me, she didn't do anything, but you meet someone and she just inspires you to be better. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
That kind of thing.
Absolutely.
And ever since I met her, and the long talks and the connection that we had, man, I just felt like I need to grow. I need to be better. Like, just not for her, but for me as well, because I was coming from the mindset of like, I want to be the best man I can be. You know what I mean? And ever since then, like, it's just like I gotta do stuff. I gotta do something to improve my character. So that's my pivotal moment. And it only started only this year that unfortunately we split mid next year. And before that, I was kind of losing myself in a way because I valued my relationship with her so much that I kind of lost myself a bit. And her she had her issues, like she had some trust issues that I won't get into, but her trust issues affected me, which led me to question myself as well. And I started to like go a little bit downhill, and I kind of, like I said, I kind of lost myself. I lost my confidence. So as soon as I felt like I wasn't starting to feel I wasn't good enough, and I felt like my relationship was slipping away because of my lack of and which led me to make a decision to get some help. So I reached out to a men's coach, so to speak, and this particular group of people, they specialize in saving a marriage, right? Because I viewed my relationship as if it was a marriage, because I've already made the decision, like, yep, this girl's, I trust her. I would trust her to raise my children because I believe that she's a wonderful woman,
right?
And she would make a great mom. Right. And then, and I just felt like, all right, there's some stuff I need to work on, because I noticed I still have these boyish, childish behaviors that I want to work on. So that's what led me to get a men's coach or a mentor or a coach. Right. And so I've been doing that for 3 months. So I was halfway through my coaching, and unfortunately during midway, she decided to break up with me, which during our time before that, I was literally every day I would read. I would do anything to learn, to grow as a man. Just reading all these books every day, and just to improve myself. And to value this relationship so much, and doing all this work, and when you hit to a certain point where she tells you it's over, oh fuck.
It's like a ton of bricks that dropped on you.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that was tough. That was tough, and that we broke up around end of May, so around June. And man, I was devastated, bro. I was like, I wasn't suicidal, but I've been through that kind of phase early in my life. But when that happened, I wasn't in that mindset. It was just like, this is really fucking shit every fucking day for the past, only up until like November. It was just, every day was just, this is fucking shit, and I'm so sad.
It's like it takes a fucking breath out of your lungs, dog.
Yeah, like, because to me, she was the love of my life, right? Like, I didn't want anyone else, Yeah. And I was also in the mindset of like, she was the one. She was, I trusted her to be the mother of my child, sort of thing, And I still get emotional about it, but so far I'm feeling good right now, so great.
Yeah, hey, today was good, right? That's about all we got. No, brother, I completely understand that, and that's huge. That's huge. So I have a ton of questions, and thank you for sharing that with me and everyone who's listening to this. But I know exactly what you mean, that pain of making that decision, because one, we should always intentionally date. We should date to marry. I believe we should date to marry. There's no other reason to waste anyone's time, and especially yours. So I'm not gonna say you shouldn't even have thought about marriage. No, yes, bro. Like that's what you do, and that's devastating. You know, when things fall apart, when things crumble. You know, completely blindsided too. You know, because the way you see it, you're working on yourself. You're becoming the best man that you can be for the relationship, for her, and all of this. My question is, with all this work you were doing, were you genuinely happy on the inside and know that you were doing it for yourself?
At first, during the time I was having the coaching, in all honesty, I was doing it for an outcome. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was doing it for myself, but at the same time, I was doing so I'll give you an analogy. Like, so it was like, if I do this, I'll get that.
Right. You were doing it for the reward. You were doing it
for the reward or anything, you know, whatever. But it was good for me to do. It was to do the coaching, like,
absolutely.
You know, and
go ahead.
Oh yeah, and I built a relationship with my coach, which then turned into a mentor to me now. Because, bro, like, I think me getting that coaching and establishing a relationship with my mentor, fucking the best thing in the whole world. Because, bro, like, honestly, like, I wouldn't be as good, like, confident now. Like, obviously I had to heal.
Right.
You know, I'm still healing a little bit, but
we're never done healing. We're never done healing.
but I'm at this stage now. I'm fucking good. Like, you know, I got my mojo back.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
But that helped. Being on Clubhouse to me has been really helpful because I get to meet cool people like you. I've met a few people on Clubhouse too, you know, and man, like, the combination of meeting good people on Clubhouse, having their coaching, and just sitting with the suffering really helps me. You know, like, when you suffer, it's good to suffer because you're persevering that suffering, right?
Yeah.
And how I like to tell people, like, you know, don't shove away. I'm sure you heard this as well, but don't shove away your feelings. Sit with the feelings. Sit what you're currently dealing with instead of just pushing it in a corner, because that thing in that corner there, he's not going away. He or she's not going away. That thing's staring at you the whole time until you fucking deal with it, right?
Exactly.
So for me, it was just I needed to sit. Like, imagine yourself sitting on the curb on the side of the road and you're just feeling really sad. Right? I just wanted to be sad for the next few months because the events that happened before, like, it really fucking broke me.
Yeah. And
it took me a while to get over it, like, to actually be in the shit and be like, I'm done. I'm ready to move on. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. The beautiful thing about that is that I've done that. I did it for 6 months. Sat by myself in my thoughts, like, sitting there just thinking about the shit that I did that got me to this point. And it was all me. It was all my fault. I was a drunk. I was drinking and driving, freaking drug addict, alcoholic, all of that. And I was in prison because of that at the age of 24. At the age of 23 to be exact. I turned 24 in prison. Insane. And I had to sit with that. So I know exactly what you're going through. And I don't ever say that to compare pain, because I believe that pain's pain. Just because I got cut on my arm and you got cut on your leg doesn't mean that it didn't hurt the same. Yeah. It still fucking hurt, dog. I promise you that. I promise you that. Sure. And I see it all the same. And it's beautiful that you learned that through that process, to just sit there and feel that pain. Because I always say, imagine your emotions as a sea, and you walk down to the shore and you let these emotions crash upon you. You can't push that tide away. They just crash upon you, and then they reside and they go back into the ocean. And I think that has helped me so much when sitting with my pain. And it's so beautiful that you say that, sitting with my pain. And I just want it to be sad, because I believe the first stage of healing I believe there's 4 stages. We can get into that, but the first stage is acknowledging the pain. Pain is the catalyst to growth. Pain puts you in a period where you have to make a choice. Mm-hmm. So I don't think your pivotal moment was the breakup. I think that was the initiation of your pivotal moment. Yeah. I think you had a little bit more realization, a little bit more grow up, a little bit more control when you sat in that pain. Now, I can be completely wrong because I don't know your life and I'm not going to tell you how to live it, and I'm not your coach nor your mentor. Yeah. But that's so powerful to me that you learned that through your pain.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. I would say, yeah, she initiated that, and then boom, all the sad, bad feelings, whatnot. I shouldn't say bad. It's a beautiful thing to be just set with it. But but she, like, having that happen, and for me to persevere with the help of my mentor, to guide me through, because my mentor, like, without him, man, like, I wouldn't be, like I said, I wouldn't be the man that I am now. And it was just really fucking helpful to have someone who experienced what I'm experiencing, right, and to ask the right questions, and when to push me, when not to push me, etc. It was just, man, it was really, really comforting to have someone to guide me where I need, what I need to do, or just do nothing, and just sit with it, just let it be, and then things will start to, over time, things start to, like, pan out later on, once the tide is settled, and be able to see clearly.
Now, isn't that beautiful that time is the best medicine? Yeah. Time is the best medicine. Is that all we need is just a little bit of time, and we'll be all right.
Yeah. Like, it's just, I learned a lot, I learned a lot in terms of, you heal at your own pace. You heal at your own pace. Like, you can have friends or family, you tell you, like, get over it, or you'll find someone else, or move on, and this is, and you can tell how I would feel if I hear that shit when you're going through that pain, fuck off. Like, leave me alone.
Right. Right.
Like, I'm not ready to let go. Like, fuck, I couldn't let go, bro, because I didn't want to. I didn't want to let go because I still fucking love her. I still love her to this day.
Yeah, but as you should. We should always operate from unconditional love.
Yeah, 100%. But now, because I managed to get my mojo back, I started to flirt for the first time.
Ooh, okay.
And when I fucking flirt, I'm fucking flirting.
Okay, my man said, "Hey, I'm out here. I'm shooting shots." Okay.
Right, and I realized, like, I still love this person deep down in my heart, but I'm able to love others, and not just girls, but I'm able to give you my love. I'm giving you my attention right now. Like, I'm in a place where, like, my cup is filled just by sitting with the pain that I was going through and all the learnings that I've collected along the way. And like, whoever's, like, listening to this, if you're going through a shitty time, man, like, sit with it, and do you at your own pace. Don't live on anyone else's sort of terms, right? Like, you want to live on your own terms, then, like, when you're ready to take that one step forward, you can, when you're ready. But if you feel like you're not ready, just stay there. It's all good. It's okay to stay where you are. You know what I mean? Because it's your own journey. And
And you said it just perfectly, just like that. It's a journey. It's not a race. It's not a destination. It's a journey. One, I don't believe we are ever healed. I think I will be 60 years old and still healing from something that happened when I was 58. You know what I mean? It is definitely a journey. It's a cycle. It's something that we're always going, and that's a beautiful message, man. Just do you. Sit with your pain. Things are gonna work itself out. Time's the best healer. You heal at your own pace. You're absolutely right, man. Because sometimes we need to feel that, man. I'm such a sensitive person. I want to feel all my emotions, and that's the beautiful thing about me, is that I learned how to sit with my pain. Is that I listened in and I tune into the darkest frequency, and I journal it. I write it down. When I'm tuned into that dark frequency in my head, and I'm telling myself that I'm not worth it, and I'm selfish, and that nobody likes me, and all the negative bad dialogue, I write it down. I write it all down, and then I rip that page out of my journal, crumble it up, throw it away. I just know that it's a new page. None of that shit is real. It doesn't matter. And I create what I want right in front of me on the new page, brother. And that is something that I've realized with sitting in that pain, because I used to run from them thoughts. When they would come up, I'd be, no, here comes the bad thoughts. But I had to kill that bear. That's what I call it when we're facing those fears that we don't want to see. It's killing the bear. And it's so beautiful because it actually came from a movie scene of a movie that somebody suggested for me to watch. And these two guys are trapped in the woods, and one guy is sharpening a stick. They're sitting around a fire, and there's this bear that's stalking them. And one of the guys says to the other guy, he says, "That bear's going to get us. He's terrified. He's going to kill us. He's going to trap us. He's going to eat us. He's going to kill us. He's going to rip us apart." And he said, has a man ever killed a bear before? And the guy says, "Well, yeah." And he said, "So why can't we?" "Well, one man can do, another man can. So why can't I kill the bear?"
Yeah.
And that kind of hit me in a way, like, we all have similar fears. If somebody else can put down the insecurity of their body, if somebody can beat an eating disorder, if somebody can beat, that bad negative self-talk, those limiting beliefs, why can't I? Kill the fucking bear. And one thing that I realized once I started taking on the bear and looking at it, it's not a bear, it's a little Teletubby. It's a little Care Bear probably at most. It shows its little eyes out of the closet. We run away from it. And sometimes I just shove it back in the closet and I say, "Not right now, not today. I ain't got time to deal with you, dog. Hey, imposter syndrome, not today. Not gonna do it." and that helps me so much. And it's just kind of a mindset that I've delivered. I'm sorry, I kind of just went off on there, but you bring it up so much in me, brother. My question is, so what is the mindset today? What is Darren about right now, today, in this moment, moving forward, progressive thinking? Where's the mindset at today?
The mindset is for me to focus on being the loving person that I am. And I'm a very caring person. I'll to summarize that, for me to focus on me being the loving person that I am and continue to grow as a man. I mean, that's the main focus. So another focus for me is so this is an idea that you might want to take on, but this is how I dealt with my healing for the past few months. I have three kind of archetypes that I embedded within myself. There's the little boy, or the inner child, or if he is known as, but I call him the little boy. And the little boy to me is like my 5-year-old self, where the 5-year-old self is a loving, fun kind of guy, a little dude who when he sees a beautiful girl, it's like, oh my god, you're so beautiful, you know, like it was like, oh dude, that's so freaking cool. I love your car, I love your shirt, or whatever, I love your watch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and it's that fun little archetype, but you can,
Yeah.
but the little boy can be like, he can chuck a tantrum, like, oh, I didn't get what I want, you know, oh, you're such a meanie sort of thing, you know, that kind of little behavior, right? So there's the good and bad of that the little boy, and the other archetype is the critic, and this is the you know what you said, the negative thoughts that will come into your head, like, so that's the critic to me. And this, like, I was really fucking hard on myself. I was literally finger wagging myself. You're a fucking piece of shit. You're not fucking good enough. You know, like, you're not man enough. You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean, brother.
And that was an archetype or voice that I need to really sit down with. It's like, imagine like a dark room with a light from the ceiling, and you got me, the little boy, and the critic on that table. And the third archetype is the father, or the wise king, right? And he's the wise, the reasoning, the explanation of why things happen or why things are. And his role is to basically father the little boy, the critic, because the little boy and the critic could be misunderstood or don't understand. And it's the father is to basically pull those two together. Either myself, because I'm the real thing, right? I'm
me.
Yeah. So all four of us come together, and we synchronize. We, you know, draw that kind of energy from each archetype. And so the main focus for me is to father myself. I need to tap into my inner king, or the father in me, because I was just a boy. Well, if you like this year, I was still a boy. Even at the age of 28, I felt like I was still a boy. And for me, the main focus is to be the loving person that I am, but also father myself, because I want to be a real father myself, right? So in order for me to practice being a good father, I have to father myself, because I still have that little boy energy in me, right?
Absolutely.
And, yeah, it's quite a profound idea, but it's what's been helping me. And like I said, on a journey for manhood, right? I want to be a good father one day. So
I love that, and I love, as you say, you're on a journey for manhood. As am I. As am I. Didn't have too much of a positive male role model in my life. My father wasn't around too much. He was in prison, and I have 4 sisters raised by my mother. So I don't even got a brother to show me what a man looks like, you know? And so I had to figure this out by myself, and I'm still figuring it out. I'm still on that journey of manhood. And the beautiful thing about that, about the little boy, the critic, and the father that you have created, it's so beautiful, because I do something similar. I future cast. I'm really focused on stepping into the man that I was made to be. And that's kind of the principle that I'm living on, that I'm building on, that I'm realizing is that this man that I see off in the distance, that I don't know what looks like, but could be, maybe might be me, but I don't know, he's achieved so much. No, that is me. I know what that man looks like. I know he gets his hair cut every Tuesday at 2 p.m. I know that man shows up to work at 8:15 every single day when he's supposed to be there at 8. You know, I know that man runs a little bit behind because he likes to rush up the deadline. I know who that man is. I talk to that man, and that man is my future self. I know what I look like. I know that I got a little bit of grays coming in on the side first because this is the thickest part of my beard. You know, I know that man, who I'm going to be in 5 years, who I'm going to be in 10 years, 40 years, the things that I'm going to accomplish, where I'm going to live, the houses I'm going to live in, the houses I'm going to sell. I know all of that. The businesses I'm going to, I future cast, and I live and I live and I live, and I live in those intentions today. Because what got us here is not going to get us there. Being the little boy that we were all last year, all this year, you know, whatever it may be, is not going to turn us into the man that we want to be. So we got to switch it up. And that's what I see in that. And I love that. And I love that you're intentionally trying to father yourself because you're seeking that guidance from that inner wisdom. And I seek guidance from my future self. You know, part of my morning routine is I wake up, I grab my Bible, I read my chapter, I say my prayers, I journal my gratitude, and then I make a 20-second call to my future self. And I literally just tell myself to remember me as I am now. And I journal this call. So I have all these 20-second calls, you know, and I literally take 20 seconds. I just write down what I would say really quick. And I'm like, all right, my future self needed to hear this today. You know, so many times that we look back and be like, oh, what would I say to my past self? What would I say to the little boy I was? Well, the little boy's already existed. We can nurture him, and we can know when he's outraged. We can know when he's angry. We can know when he's happy. We can know when to tap into that joy. But what does Father Darren look like? What is the greatest thing you're going to achieve, Darren? What is the most important relationship to you? You know what I mean?
Can you repeat that question in a different way?
In a different way. Hey, you know me, I'll get going, man. I'll get going.
Yeah. I was like, well, that's a lot. I was like, oh shit. Hang on.
You didn't know you unlocked something in me, bro.
Yeah, I know, right?
This is what I'm working on, dude. I'm telling you, I'm building programs on this, so I love that. The most influential question to my pivotal moment. I believe we have more than one pivotal moment. I believe we are pivoting always. I'm pivoting right now. I'm shifting my life. I'm shifting my mindset. I'm using my imagination instead of standing in my ego. And so I asked, what will be the greatest thing you'll ever achieve? You don't got to answer that now. That requires thought. That requires a relationship with your father self, with your future self, with the man that you're going to become. I'm so excited to see your journey. I'm so excited to see how that unfolds.
I can answer your question in a draft sense.
Absolutely. Go ahead. Put it out there. Put it in the universe. Let's go, bro.
Draft answer.
That's a rough draft. We'll come back to it. I love it. What do you got for me?
I think the greatest thing I'm going to achieve, I think, is it's an ongoing process of being a father. I think that'll be the most greatest achievement.
My
you know,
heart.
And in order for me to succeed in that, I need to take care of myself. I need to take care of the little boy in me, because, you know, little boy is great. He's so fun. Like, he's such a loving person, and that's what I tap into the most in a positive way. But when the little boy becomes, would say, well, he'll get upset when he didn't get what he wanted, you know. But I have to put on my father cap on. It's like, hey, look, you didn't get what you wanted, right? But it's okay. Like, there's more. Like, for example, in context of dating, I'm upset because she's not texting me back. And the father with me was tell me, it's okay. Maybe she's not interested, and if you were to chase, it'll be a waste of your time. and you want to spend that energy on someone else, so to speak, you know, in a simple context in that, you know what I mean? And just to the greatest achievement would be being a father. And in order for me to practice of being a father is to practice being a father to myself. Take care of myself, you know, take care of my body. And you know what resonated with me when you said your morning routine, you wake up, you read your Bible, you say your prayers, and you do your 20-second journaling. So mine's pretty similar. So I would wake up, I'll drink my pre-workout, hit the gym, right? I'll go all out at the gym, freaking kill myself at the gym, make sure I get a good pump and good workout. Yeah. And I'll come back home, I have a shower, and then I'll read the Bible, read a chapter a day, right? Yeah. And I would pray. I would give some positive energy for people who I love, you know, like give thoughts to whoever I'm thinking about, just have that honest conversation with him. And that's when I start my day. I'll tackle my day, because sort of like grounding myself, you know what I mean? Just getting stuff done for you. And then everything else I've achieved. I've done things good. I've done things in the morning, right? And then everything else can follow through from that. But those things are like my must-dos. You know?
That's that morning discipline. That's that morning discipline. That's the things that keep you going. That's the things that drive you. That's what fuels the why, is what I call it. We have the why, and then we have what fuels the why. The things that have to work in order for you to work, in order for you to achieve that purpose. I love that, brother. I love that. I love where your priorities are. I love how you think. I love what you do. I love the work that you do on yourself. I love how you're trying to father yourself. So with us nearing this hour, because my question is, how can I support you? How can anyone support you in what you're doing? And what are you? I'm trying to think of the best way to phrase this. How can I support you in achieving your biggest accomplishment? Which is really hard, because of what your biggest accomplishment is going to be, is normally what I ask. So I'm not even going to ask that. I'm going to edit that part out. So don't worry about that. My question to you is, if you had one advice to give on mindset of somebody who's going through a breakup, somebody who thinks that everything is just shit right now, what is your one piece of advice for you to give them? One piece of advice. If
someone's going through a breakup, it's okay to choose to be sad. Choose to be sad. It's okay to be sad. And you can be sad for how long you want to be sad. And when you're ready, done being sad, that's when you be able to, all right, I'm going to change from being sad, and then maybe be angry a little bit, or however you choose to want to feel. But obviously after a breakup, allow yourself to be sad, allow yourself to cry, right? But cry, have that moment for yourself to be in that sadness. And when you're done, go to the next stage, however you want to choose to. I think that's the only advice I would give. Just, it's okay to be sad and cry. Because that was me, bro. I was fucking crying every day, man. It was fucked, but it was good at the same time. You know?
Man.
Yeah.
man. Yeah, that crying is needed sometimes, brother. I'm full-fledged to it. I actually have a rose tattooed on me to remind myself that I'm delicate, and it's okay to cry. it's okay to be sensitive. So I truly believe in that. As long as it's our choice and it's not by the power of the ego, it's not by somebody else's influence, it's not by a negative mindset, but it's our choice to release. I think crying is a beautiful release mechanism. I think being angry, shouting, breaking things in the right environment, in the right space is a beautiful way of expression, a beautiful way of getting that out. So axe throwing, all the good stuff, the crying, the long walks on the beach. Sign me up, brother. That is me. I love that. Biggest takeaway from the interview, from our chit chat. What do you think it is?
Biggest takeaway? I think the biggest takeaway for me is to get to know you a little bit as well. Get to know you. We've only shared a few rooms on Clubhouse, and I've seen some of your work on Instagram, and man, like seriously, like when you smile on your reels, it's fucking powerful, bro. Seriously, like your smile is just like boom, abundance of energy and love. It's fucking amazing, man.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that so much.
Yeah. Another takeaway for me is to share a little bit about me as well, and what a bit of my journey. And I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to share, because I believe that not many good male role models. I shouldn't say that. It's just, I know there's a lot of guys out there who may not have good role models, and for us to do this and share our stories, and to whoever's listening, you know, like these are just, you and I believe we're pretty authentic, you know, and we just, you know, share our experience, and you know, we're all human, and we all go through pain and suffering, but we're here to support each other. You know, we're all human, and you know, there's hate in the world, and there's jealousy and resentment, but you know, if you get to know like good people and just people who just want to develop themselves, I think it's a good place to start on whoever's listening on their own journey. Yeah, I'm just really grateful to be with you today, and yeah, just have the space to talk about things, and yeah.
I definitely see a part 2 coming in the future, so don't you worry about that, brother.
Yeah,
I definitely want to co-create with you, maybe run some safe spaces for men in a clubhouse with you. We could definitely do that. We got to start brainstorming, man, because I think you're an amazing human being with an amazing soul, and the world needs to hear your story. They need to hear how you think, and I think a lot of people would benefit from bothering themselves. So I appreciate you coming here, showing up as you are, being authentic, and always being authentic. Every time we talk, you know, it's coming from the mind integrated with the heart, and you know, that's everything that I'm about, mindset and heart space. So I love that, brother. Thank you. It's honestly truly a blessing to be here with you and get to know you a little bit better. I feel like this is the start of a beautiful friendship. I'm super excited. Thank you, brother. Go ahead, tell everybody where they can find you on the socials and all that good stuff, and we'll wrap her up.
You can find me on Instagram, promoting_masculinity.
I love your username, man. I love it. Every time I see you pop up on my stories, I'm just like, yeah.
So the idea of that is to basically share what I've learned over the past 2 years, and whoever is wanting to develop themselves as a person, I can give you my experience, and you can either, you know, take up on it or you don't. It's okay. I'm just here to promote the masculine energy, and it's great. I love that, and you're doing an amazing job of it, brother. I love what you're doing on Instagram. Like I said, I want to co-create with you. We're gonna have to drop in on some Instagram lives or something. Just be on the lookout for Darren and Jay. I'm telling you. So, you never know. Thank you. Like I said, thank you. It was a blessing having you on the show. Absolutely, man. I wish you a good day, since it's day over there in Australia and it's night over here. You know, Darren's in the future. Right,
I'm talking to my future self right now. I love it. Hey, I appreciate you, brother.